episode 5 of my Moon playthrough on Stationeer difficulty of the game Stationeers with brutal starting conditions, which no longer matter at this point because I'm certainly established. Though last time, episode 4, something went pretty wrong, and so I've decided I want to make something I've never done before. I want to make some kind of survival room, which has no other purpose but, in the case that I die, to keep me alive and to have all the resources even if everything else has been blown to bits. And the only way to make that happen ultimately is just distance, because you can't just put some materials between you and the explosion. That won't protect you. Oh, right, the mission timer. Yep. 14 hours. Building materials. Yeah, that's enough steel frames. I wish I could lug this guy along here. That would be epic to have this in a distance. That should be far enough, huh? So that's supposed to be a 2x2 room with an airlock, I would say, and indeed a station battery, and some solar panel, and so the power will never be drawn. I would just turn everything off, and there will be a spawn in there, and I'm just interested in the project. Of course, I also have to make sure that the Centrifuge and the deep miner are doing what they're supposed to. I haven't done that yet, because I've done nothing in between missions, in between recordings, because I don't want you to miss out on anything. Yeah, that's one way to put it. The other is I just saved on time, but I mean, some people want to see that, and some people don't. So I thought, yeah, just leave it in. Don't skimp on the action. Kit wall. Okay, then we need some glass sheets. Yeah, I think I remember that something wasn't yet repaired in full, right? Yep, because I was running out of glass. Blasphemy! Oh. So then one of the next step also would be to get some more resources, particularly oxide, which I don't have any. That should also be in that little survival room, and water. Yup. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should cover all sides. Okay. Then 2 doors, please. No. No iron, no copper. Good thing I had some things running over here. Good opportunity to complete the script. Oh, and this thing is open. Great. Okay, let's complete the source then. And leave everything live. Because that's what reality would do, right? It would keep running, but let's sit here on the moon programming stuff. So I would like to put that in a subroutine also, but that would be too tedious to do right now, so not gonna do this. Deal with Fuge. So loading from whatever fuge I've chosen to investigate now. Whether it is open. If it is equal to 0, the openness, then it's not open, it's closed. So now I want to find out, is that thing showing an error? If it is not showing an error, then I would just want to jump to RA. So branch if equal to 0, R0, like the error. Is an error 0? No, there's no error. Then jump back to RA. As in, this is the normal centrifuge operation, it will just keep running. But if there's an error, then the only reason can be that the centrifuge is full. So I will just say, huge, you know what? Should open up about this. Now the fuge is open, we jump back to wherever we came from. And next cycle, after a yield and so forth, we come down here again. We find out whether the fuge is open. If it is branch equal to 0, then it's closed. But if it's not equal to 0, then fuge is open. If the fuge is open, then I want to wait until all the reagents are 0. So load batch named R0 fuge. So if the reagents in the centrifuge are not equal to 0, then the thing needs to stay open until it has vomited everything out. If though it is 0, then this thing can close up again and we jump back to RA. And that's the centrifuge code for both centrifuges, I think. IC housing, export. It doesn't complain. And the centrifuge has closed, that's a good start. I mean, it's literally starting and it looks like a good start. Yeah, I need some more iron and such because I want to complete this, so I can toss stuff in manually and can also shred some stuff. How do I make this happen? I need some iron. There's iron. And copper also. Oh. That's not right. Are they moving the wrong direction again? I mean, they're wrong, period, but what is their motion? If I may ask so. Oh, they're moving in that direction. So this, whatever I have going on there is wrong. Arc furnace, yes, do something for me. Okay. Yum 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 yum. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to shit that out so they're just faster. So the current code here in the important IC housing is we subtract indeed that from there. How about I just write that in there exactly? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Then what if I add 90 to whatever angle we have there? Looks better? But I know I tried this already. I mean, it's ridiculous what I'm doing here. Why is this still like that? That could be correct. I mean, 97, that could be the shadows, yeah, not sure. Anyway, so that's that.
Hydration critical.
So while that is doing its thing, I would say I go a little bit of mining. More water. Hey, do I have enough space? I mean, around me, sure. But I mean, in my little pocket thing here. Yeah, for this little excursion, probably. What's my power level? Oh, 31. We need water. Testing, testing. A game that keeps your mind occupied. So it doesn't have to face the horrors of the world, which are, after all, basically all man-made, or let's say human-made, for those who are not so capable of speaking English.
Jetpack low.
Ah, that looks like water.
Jetpack low.
Shut up.
Jetpack low.
Keep saying that. Yeah. Is the jetpack low?
Jetpack low.
Simple yes would have sufficed. So that's the water. Now let's get some oxide. Not too much water, but better than nothing.
Jetpack low. Jetpack low. Jetpack low. Jetpack low. Jetpack low. Jetpack low.
Iron. Will I be able to resist? No. Hey, I got that little Excel converter program done today. It even copies all the styles and such. I mean,
Jetpack low.
mostly. It's not really a
Jetpack low.
one-to-one copy for people who abuse it as a painting program and put images in there. After all, it's just meant to have to work with some lists and such, but still I'm copying the styles. And so now we have a little drag and drop tool that can remake Excel files and ignore all the extra lines that were null or empty. I haven't yet tested it because we need a practical case where there is a file that has some hidden lines which are for whatever reason then still interpreted by that stupid software that we're working with. Maybe I should reveal that it's Chinese made, the software. And well, well, boy, do they not give a fuck. I mean, not saying the Chinese, because, I mean, look at all the volume sliders everybody else makes. All of them are broken, so no one gives a fuck, really. But these guys in particular, I mean...
Jetpack low.
I mean, the layout, the user interface layout is made for the Chinese language, which, as you know, uses symbols for words. Therefore, lots can be said with few symbols. But I guess the options of the Chinese people regarding fonts is not as wide as that of Latin character people. Anyway, the point is that that I'm waiting for the landscape to update, because once it does, I will continue my drilling operations. Until then, I will keep rambling on about things that you're not interested in, which is the software whose user interface layout is so small that once the English translations come in, you have word wrap and word wrap and word wrap, but it's very hard really to navigate.
Jetpack low. Jetpack low.
Yeah, and that stupid software has these stupid Excel file treatments, for which I then made that tool.
Jetpack low.
Man, I love the program. It's great, really great.
Jetpack low. Jetpack low.
I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but I wouldn't say that I'm like the programmer. Really not there. And also, I haven't studied. It's not like when the people toss all their studied terms at me, I'm like, okay, I can look that up, and maybe I've seen it or maybe not. Anyway, I'm not following any paradigm. I'm just programming the way I want to, which changes all the time. Now, this is of course idiotic and irrational, I know, but it's not if you consider that what I'm doing there is I'm finding my own path, which will be optimal for me. And I'm also trying to make it optimal so that others can read it also, which has led me to my own path of the right path, which is even better than if you just learn it and then imitate. Because then you know what you're doing, because you know why you're doing it. Still, I'm lucky to be working on my source code mostly alone, because then other people don't interfere with their, with decision making.
Jetpack low.
I had to hold back there. In Java, for example, I have seen that the word final isn't used very often. Weirdly, I don't get that, man. Final is one of the greatest keywords in Java. Final means that a variable will actually not be a variable; it will be a constant, so it cannot be changed afterwards. Which means that you can be sure that you cannot run into bugs related to that value having changed unexpectedly. But this is a keyword that you don't need. You need keywords like public and private and string and integer. Those are keywords you need. Final is not a keyword you need, so that's what beginners will not quite learn, you know? Beginners will probably not so lean into the final keyword. But, so I, as a beginner, also didn't, and then eventually I became aware of it, and I started to use it, and to remind myself to really, really use it, I decided for myself, you know what, I will always write that as the first keyword in the line, which is not the standard. The standard is, I think, I don't even know what the standard is, but I know it's different. Because I don't give a fuck about the standard. The standard is wrong. Now you could say, well, it's the standard that implicitly makes it right, which is the purpose of it being a standard, and I agree. But still, since I don't have to put up with other people's style of coding, I code my own style, and so I write it the way I think is better. So the first thing I write is final, so that I don't forget it. So I know immediately this guy can be changed, or this guy cannot be changed. Then I write, let's see, final static, public or public static. I think the first thing I write is public, or private of course and such. And then I write static, and then I write the type, string or something. In this order, because from loose fit to tight fit, from something that could still be changed, could be different, to something that can definitely not be different, because, well, it has to be a string. And whether it's static or not static also plays a big role, whether it can work. And then you have private or public, which is kind of the same thing except more loose. Yeah. And I think that final, I mean, I'm using final everywhere. I use it in method heads, for example. And I think that should be the norm, basically, so much that I think that the Java designers, however awesome they are, all the things that they did right, really, respect, and are still doing right, made the stupid mistake of not using var instead. If it is a variable, if it can be changed, call it var. If it cannot be changed, then don't call it var, meaning it will just be a value that can never be changed. It's final. That would have made the very important final statement, which ensures oftentimes that your code will not have bugs, and you can also not run into multi-threading problems and such, if the value that you're referring to there is itself immutable, of course. Two of them. Fuck. Yeah, I guess the solar panels are working, despite that thing working too. Yeah, drink some. This is not yet ready for action. Too many things have been destroyed. Because if you remember, last time I did something which I very rarely do. I accept defeat. Now it would be cooler if I would do that more often. And I'm trying to. Like, this is the reality that happened and so forth. And that was also, I mean, it was really my mistake. It wasn't I ran into the user interface fucking up, or something else happened that was out of my control, which is just unfair. And if it's unfair, then I say, no, this is unfair. This is my fuck up, however, and yeah. Oh, I still have pipes. Good. I need pipes. Can I refill this? Little problem here. SB, right, batch hash structurize crusher setting 0 Kelvin. Since this thing cannot cool, come on, that should get the trick done.
Temperature high.
Export 50 degrees. Oh man, my plants are once more dying. I forgot some. Yes, I need to install some cooling here. And looky here, that's what happens if you program it.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
Yeah, I forgot. I actually sucked the room dry recently by exploding a canister, a smart canister in here with 21-ish megapascals, and so this window was blown out and others too, which reminds me I wanted to fix those.
Caution.
So, are we cool? Yeah, well, better than nothing. Let's pump it in. This is it. And the heavy breathing can now stop. And the plants? Moderately. Thriving C, that's the solution. But I would say while we're at it, let's take another breather. Yeah. And behold, this is a broken area power controller. If I cut this cable, this door will not be powered. This airlock will not be powered. But this thing is broken, it's destroyed. And stupidly, I did not cut this cable. See, airlock still has power. This is the only way for that thing.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
The only way for that thing to get power. So is there now a battery in there that's invisible and is recharging or whatever?
Low pressure.
Hardcore astronaut. Or as flat earthers would say, astronaut! Not, I tell you! There's a dome! A dome! That's why those rockets don't fly straight up, you know? If they would fly straight up, they would hit the dome, and that's why they fly in a curve. No, it has nothing to do with hitting the orbit. No, the orbit is achieved by flying straight up and then turning by 90 degrees, of course. I'm a flat earther, I know these things. Also, I found one pilot under a trillion, who said that the Earth is flat indeed. Therefore it is flat. All the other pilots who say differently are idiots and assholes and ain't on the conspiracy like the rest of the world. Also, I'm completely retarded and belong in a fucking insane asylum. Yeah, I could take some seeds with me, is what she said, and put that in the survival box.
Power critical.
5 degrees, okay. I guess I drove it a bit far. This is still thriving, and this is... yeah, not as successful as I would have hoped. And here we still have -102 due to the bug in the game that doesn't heat up. You can see a -102 degrees. It doesn't heat up the waste pipe.
Hunger caution.
Even though that is being used to cool the things down. So that's a break of the energy loop, man. I object, complain, and bemoan.
Jetpack low.
Ah, shit. Falsch herum, wie der Deutsche sagt. Es ist falsch herum gemacht worden von mir. Ich hab's falsch gemacht. Scheiße. Jetzt muss ich das alles nochmal machen. This sucks. Donkey Balls. Not the roof, I guess, but the walls, I'm pretty sure. Ah, yes, nice. Oh, right, I don't have any more plastic shit. And there needs to be another window here. Okay, things that I want to keep here I can already drop.
Oxygen low.
Huh, what seems to be the problem, officer?
Oxygen critical.
Ah, the battery. Yeah, well, in the real world, I would now probably instead just put a battery in there instead of suffocating my way over here, where I can breathe freely. By the way, how safe are the plants, considering 1%, okay. Ah, looking good. I'm still breathing out more CO2 than the plants can gobble up. Good. Johnny be good. Well, the answer, of course, is to get a fresh battery. Yes, yes. Oh, interesting. That thing auto-closes only when there's a battery? I think we just learned something. Something novel.
Air tank critical.
Yeah, sure. Some little bit nitrogen in there, so if I ever run into suffocation problems, I should consider flushing the suit. Temperature 16. Okay. Should also be something to eat over there. Maybe I should take these bars since I have potatoes now here. Hey, wait, what? Is that 7% what? Is that damage? No, it's me having eaten it. Okay. I need a locker and I need some plastic sheets. These are probably not as many plastic sheets as I need, which is disappointing because that would have been cool. Oh. Yeah, screen's a little full, I know. But that drives me to continue the building process. Yes, yes, sure, sure. Complain, complain. Huh. Peculiar. Plastic sheets. I remember I wanted to watch the film Titanic, not the current one. That was 15 years, made 15 years ago or something. I don't know when exactly, with Leonardo DiCaprio, but a different one. It was, I think, like 40 years ago or so, or maybe 30. And I wanted to watch it, and I thought, oh, this is it's beginning. Okay, so I was sitting there and watching it, and it was not about the Titanic at all, but I assumed it was just the prelude to the fucking film. I mean, to actually getting to that big boat and sinking it, and everybody dies. Ah. And I kept watching and watching, and eventually I woke up to the fact that I had the wrong page on my, you know, back then that was in print. What was coming on television? Yes, there was television back then. Yep. Random trivia. No, it's not trivia. Trivia is when... Ah, fuck. No, I don't have glass.
Critical.
I think I should put an actual autolay thing here that's working, man. Not just one that I can build. That's actually a nice idea. Anyway, we need the locker. And I would say, let's put the locker right here when I come in. Or here maybe? I mean the airlock that could be assembled here. And oh, that would be in the way of the cable. The disappointment arises. Ugh. Could make a smaller locker, of course, but that's stupid. This is a survival box, it needs to have all the shit. All the fecal matter needs to be in here. I am once more hungry. Then there should be a solar panel or two. On the roof I would say 2 is exactly the wrong number. 4 is a better number than 2. What solar panels are we talking about though? Should it be an automated system that orients itself towards the sun with programming and all that shit? When I haven't even gotten these thingies to work, or have I? I'm not sure. Okay, let's make a solar panel. A normal standard solar panel that can point towards the sun. Also, a computer in my survival room, I like the idea. I could survive without a lot of things. But computer, I am not sure. Glass, glassy glass and glass.
Hunger, caution.
Shut up, I'm eating. Now it's time to get a mining backpack or two. And also I want to check what's with this silo. The silo should be empty, except if the centrifuge have had a cycle already. 0 of 600. Let's see what the centrifuges are saying. Kill me! No, that's not... Still doing that stuff and still doing this stuff. So they're both busy. I like. Should make the chutes. Yeah, let's finish that finally. They will never get out, won't they? Will they? Because
Jetpack low.
this thing can deliver for about 2.4-ish centrifuges, and I have 2. In other words, it will always be full here, so it will never get that pipe empty. Yeah, and this guy needs to be programmed. The shredder. Define shred hash structure recycler. I would guess, I'm not sure. Load batch named. No, load batch into R0. I only have 1 shredder. And I want to read from its slot. Which slot? Well, I guess the first one. Occupied. And then I want to say SB shred on R0, and that should be exactly it. Now it should be on whenever needed and should be off whenever not needed. It is. Where is the thing? There it is. Ah, okay, nice. So it will not spit out the ball unless it can't hold it anymore, and then it goes into here. And this could be more efficient because I could have used a stacker, but I have not. And this now is too tight to put it in, so... But okay, overall it shouldn't make much difference, I think. Because, I mean, when the stack these guys have to run through is smaller, then they're faster going through the stack. So is that really a difference? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure.
Jetpack low.
Oh yes, the jetpack is low. That's so low. Yes, I wanted to make a mining backpacky thing. Made a solar panel.
Jetpack low.
Also something I want to find out. Can I put that there on the roof? This guy is empty as indicated by the open lever. Leverage. Mining. Meaty bytes, yeah, suck my cock, man. A megabyte is 1024 kilobytes. I know that the standard is different, but I don't care about the standard. Mining backpack. Meaty bytes. Dude, are you gay?
Jetpack low.
Maybe bytes. Maybe bytes. No. I get the idea with the binary, of course, I'm not stupid, but... I mean, it was megabytes all along, and then someone came along... Maybe that was when it became, like... You know, when the non-techie people were catching up to the fact that we're living in a world that is controlled by computers by now. And, then everything had to be, like, Foxified, and then they're like, but mega means million. Now it means fucking 1024 kilobytes. Yeah. It's binary, it's computer stuff, it's different. So we need to put some oxide in there. There should be enough oxide in there. And let's complete this. Wait, where is... Oh, there it is. Actually, don't wait. Closed, 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 door. Closed. Closed, 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 closed. Closed. Not closed. Not closed. Okay, we're done. We have the little box. We need a spawn. The spawn, though, can be made, I believe, with the autolathe, and I want to make an autolathe in here. But let's see first, what about the solar panel? Can it be put on the roof? It can, can't it? So let's put 2 solar panels on the roof. Let's see, they need to be controlled by logic and they're yeah, okay, I need a dual solar panel. I will rotate them the way I rotated the others, which should allow me to use the same kind of code, which was just to take the value of vertical and add 90 or something. I think that's what it was. Okay. I need an arc furnace, an auto lathe, station battery, need more iron, like a lion in Zion. More copper. And I will need steel sheets. Do I have them? I do. So that can be montaged over there. And I mean, I don't plan on dying. So once I actually do, I guess the battery will be full from the solar power.
Jetpack low.
Auto lathe. Wait, what? What am I making? The arc furnace. And then I need the auto lathe, for which I will need some gold. This is not gold. Neither is that. And oh, god damn it, I don't have any gold lying around. That's ridiculous. I have gold lying around, I'm pretty sure of that. Me. There, gold lying around. And it's even round. I mean, what the fuck do you want? I mean, it's all there. It's gold, it's lying, and it's around. Like I said, come on, stop doubting me. How many gold do I need? I need 2 gold. Station battery. Do I have enough cables? No, I don't. I need cables. Could also put a light over there. I mean, when I already have a microchip there running the whole time, then shouldn't the light turn on the moment I spawn in there? Like, welcome back, now fix that shit, you know? Your incompetency cost us yet another hour of redundant video. And an area power controller would not be bad. See, this guy is damaged, right? If I build this now, this guy is not damaged. And if I unbuild this, then what I get is a kit that is also not damaged. But I don't understand that, because the structure can get damaged. And the kit can get damaged. Why has Rocketworks just gone and said, if you have an item that is at 50% damage and you build a structure from it, a light, that is also at 50% damage. And whatever structure you have that is at n% damage, if you unbuild it so you get the kit again, that wouldn't automatically have that percentage of damage. How simple would that have been? What an omni solution, and also realistic and no more cheesing. I mean, I don't get it, man. You know everything better. No, not everything. So, some iron sheets, please. As I cannot complete this endeavor. Excuse me while I go over there. Okay, so this is the airlock. Here I would say the battery shall be. It better be there.
Power low.
The airlock will be on its own circuit, therefore it should be placed like this. But maybe rather like this, so when I come in, when I spawn here, I can immediately see how full the battery is. Then again, I want to check... I guess both is true, since this guy shows its face on both sides. Yep. Will he make it in time?
Jetpack critical.
This is almost cheating. The arc furnace will definitely not be indoors here, because this will be the survival box. So I will put it here as a contrast to the air. Not bad. Yeah, an APC would be required. Maybe the light should be here, right atop the locker. Maybe I should put some coal in there also. See the blue box here? Rarely seen, but that's what I would put this in there now. Pop. Let's change that annoying as fuck music to something else annoying. Yeah, APC. Thank you very much. And now I will make my usual large batteries, and this time 3, because I'm pretty sure the explosion lost us at least 1. And whenever I make a large battery that I think I will need, I make 2, so that my overall situation gets better and I don't just fulfill the immediate situation. And this should actually be what happens here, since the copper is the limiting factor. No content in there yet, but as long as both centrifuges are still centrifuging, there's no reason to complain. Or to fear. There should be an automatism here. Someone should make an automatism. An automatism. So it just spat out its ball, I think. Uh-oh, 200 watts. Yeah, these will now discharge, for the sun is no longer tickling their balls, and therefore I should actually install the logic for this guy, which is, dude, run if the batteries are low. But I don't have any coal yet. Okay, let's deal with that then. Now let's make some chutes. And over there I need the APC, the batteries. Well, 3 batteries, that's good. I don't need the 3 batteries over there though. I need 1 in the APC. And 2 more? I don't need 2 more, no. I mean,
Hydration critical.
You jinxed it. Sure. A 2 more. Don't be ridiculous. I am not amused. So that goes here also. Once more I need to feast. There should be a detector in here, helmet closed, helmet open and so forth. I think there should be a way. Hey, you know what? In the real world we now have AI, right? So it would be pretty much easy these days to install a camera and add some logic that tells me, dude, your helmet is still closed, even though there's no actual interface, you know? There's no interface, it's not detecting via some logic value where it's closed, it can see that. And in this way, maybe there should be some awareness here that can just read the logic values as is, as if it had visually determined what's really going on, which it can't maybe, but the logic values can be read instead. And so maybe that would be like air control when you're jumping.
Hunger caution.
Not Stationeers, but in other games, like a fuzzy solution that is satisfying. I wonder. Area power control. Then we need a computer and stuff. And yeah, another solar panel. Wonder how long this guy will hold. I mean, there's
Low pressure.
no more power
Pressure
coming in.
critical. Oxygen critical. Temperature critical.
Solar panel. Copper once more is the limiting factor, and I currently have no copper available. What is it then that I do about this very problem? Get more copper. Ah, look here. That is... not bad. Not bad. That is from the shredder, from the recycler. Iron 121. Thing is, if I open this now, there will be an error. The chip will realize, oh, the thing is open. Let's see what's going on. Okay, does this thing have an error? No, not doesn't have. Is there still some reagent in there? Okay, so I'm gonna wait until it's empty, then I close it again. In other words, if I flip this lever now, I will get everything that's in there, and I realize, oh, there's something wrong with my plan here. This isn't yet connected. The coal will not go in there. Fook! Ah, I need way more chutes. Yeah, the jetpack, It's dirty to use that gas for that. What's in this pipe? Basically breathing gas. Yeah, speaking of which, let's just top up.
Air tank critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Air tank critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure. Cognition low.
Okay, there needs to be a junction here. Is that the one? Oh, that's the one. Ah, unfortunate timing. Okay, so now they can do what they are programmed to do. And indeed, I will just do that manually. It will now empty itself out and close again, is the hypothesis. Must be stopped before it can export. Come on. And here we go. And once the coal comes, like that, it does not come out. Instead, it goes in. Whoop. And lands right here. I realize that maybe I should put a stacker before this thing. I mean, this is enough coal, not a problem, but it's impure. But that can be done later, it's not necessary now. Next steps, I'm not sure. Yeah, some... I wanted copper, yeah, I wanted copper. Sure, there's copper here. Lying around. Even iron. And look here, it has closed itself again because it was empty enough. Let's take a look again at the source code for those who are curious. I mean, it's really simple stuff. So, I'm defining the hash for the type structures for the centrifuge. Define whatever word I think of, structure centrifuge. Then, since I have named both of these guys, I will also have a hash for the name, a number that represents this word basically. And down here I'm saying this word, put that into whatever register I have reserved here, R15 doesn't matter, into the register. and deal with the fuge. And then put the other name in there and deal with the fuge. Down here, deal with the fuge, I'm saying
Hunger critical.
load from the fuge type with this name, whether it's open. And since it's a batch reading command, I also have to say what do you do with all those potential 3, 20, 30, 100 numbers that you're getting there. Oh, you're getting only one number? Well, you still need to know what to do with them because you cannot know that in advance. So load batch named. Load batch from this type, but named with a name filter. You can also remove the n, then it's no longer that. Then it's
Filter
loading
low.
from all the fuges, but then I'm not dealing with them individually. So now I know whether it's open. If that is equal to 0, as in it is not open, I mean open 1 means open, and open 0 means not open. If it's equal to 0, then the fuge is closed. And if the fuge is closed, then I'm reading whether the thing has an error. Closed as in it would basically be able to run normally. Oh, and one thing that I forgot, maybe I should say SBN fuge arg 0 on 1. Not that this is really necessary, but anyway. So loading whether there's an error in that fuge. If that is equal to 0, then jump back to whatever is in register RA, and RA has been written by JAL. J jumps and JAL remembers first in register RA where we were, and so jumping down there to register RA gets us right here. Whether there's something here or not doesn't matter, we will be here. So when there's no error, we just jump back there, but when there is an error and the fuge is closed, then open it up because the error means it's full, and then jump back to RA. But if the fuge is not closed, if it's open, then we're loading the reagents from the thing. And if they are not equal to 0, meaning there's still stuff in there. The fuge is open, there's stuff in there, so it's vomiting stuff out. We want to keep it open until it is actually equal to 0. And then we say open 0, and we jump back to RA. And that's the complete cycle. And it works very well. My nerves it is getting on. 2. Maybe I want another... How many? 4. Okay, that's possible then. I could use another inlet over here. Maybe here. Can a junction be attached directly to a junction? I have no idea. Let's find out. Well, supposedly it can. That looks right. Now the inlet. And now we can toss the coal straight into our system. I will keep one coal around in case I need it. Let's see who's faster. I guess the coal is faster. The coal is probably faster. And now we have 4. That sort of thing, I mean, really, they made it rather easy to program them. I mean, it's still some fiddly thing, but it's an easy fiddly thing. And easy fiddly things, that's what we live for in Stationeer land, right? Right, I need some copper. And once again, I need to feast. And what's the temperature in here? Well, I would say 23 degrees. 29 degrees. This comes as a surprise to me. I guess the air heats up more quickly since there's less... Have you seen that? It makes that sound even though it shouldn't. That's the sound I had 2 episodes ago. Yeah, that's what that was.
Hunger caution.
So pump back in then. Driving towards seeding, That one is seeded. 3 hours? 14 hours. Okay, maybe it's really time to split that up. Okay, 21 degrees, 22. Yeah, let's do another run. Or maybe just toss some of this stuff. Still melting? Huh. I'm melting! Okay, some more chutes to connect this and then program it to automatically do stuff. Which is top up the station batteries. And then I would like to have some display somewhere telling me how full this silo still is. And later I need some stacker up there. Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have wasted so many window chutes over there, but I had forgotten that I need some more chutes here. Auto lathe. Ah, yeah, okay, then I can make the spawn. Did you see that? I have to check that later on video. I mean, I came in here, I looked there, and I'm so convinced I saw it red. Was I hallucinating? One red blink and then was gone. You know what that is? That is the discharge at room temperature, or rather, not room temperature, at vacuum. See, when the thing is in a... I made a video about that, you know? Okay, of course I made a video about that. That's what I do. When this thing is out there in the vacuum, it doesn't discharge. When it's in a room in a vacuum, then it's discharged with 50 watts, though that's joules, per game tick. 50. So maybe what we just saw was indeed the last breath of it, possibly. So where can I place the auto lathe? I mean, it's rather cramped in here, isn't it? This is the only spot. Wow. Wow. Yippee-yow, yippee-yay. No? Yes. Sure. Really, I mean, I wish some kind of gaming millionaire or billionaire would come along and just say, you know what, this game is too good not to be financed. Let's just throw money at Rocketworks. They're doing a great job, but they're doing it too slowly. I mean, they are doing it too slowly. They're not doing it too slowly for the resources they have. No, for what the resources they have, they're doing it fucking at light speed. I mean, which game is evolving as fast as this game? But it's objectively too slow, man. So the computer, where would I put that? Nowhere, it appears.
low.
There's just no more space here, man. This is ridiculous. But maybe I could put... Yeah, maybe I could put the locker in a different corner.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, I need some food and something to drink in here also. I mean, okay, if when I respawn here, oh, come on, really? What the fuck? Well, okay, given the circumstances, that is actually acceptable as something to have to put up with. Yeah. Yeah, lots more space. Not bad. Yeah, another solar panel on the roof. What? Didn't I just toss copper in there? Apparently not enough. Now here I should definitely use windowed chutes so I know what the reserves are. It's kind of vital. So, I mean, fuck the resource, I need to see it. And here again, Rocket Works doing something super stupid. Why does the thing that I've selected change when I'm doing it from a different stack? I mean, I had selected the window chute, that's the fucking thing I expect to be using now. Why is the interface artificially obnoxious here? I mean, really, that's what it fucking is. And I use fuck as an expletive again, because there are people who are actually put off by that, and those people are stupid, because they have been taught that it is something to be put off by. It's not their own opinion. They have downloaded their opinion instead of having their own, else they wouldn't have that opinion, because it's an objectively stupid opinion to have. The word is very colorful, has many meanings, and it can just be used and amplified, and so forth and so forth. I mean, that's basically a valuable word. I mean, the emotion alone conveyed by it. And you're saying, well, yeah, we should be poorer as a people, as this, well, not society, what's the term, as a culture. We should be poorer because someone told us it's a bad word? Maybe we're poor, maybe these people, I mean, what the fuck? Don't listen to those idiots. I mean, if you're not sure, then you should be okay with it. And if you're sure, then I'm looking forward to your reasoning.
Challenge accepted.
I'm not going to change my opinion anyway, so I will therefore deem your opinion objectively wrong and will find ways to prove this. Maybe not to you, but to myself. Don't bother. I need one more chute and 2 more chutes. Yeah, backup, I know. Not today. I hope this won't be the running gag, you know? In public saying, no, I'm not going to do my backup, and then eventually, oh shit, my data is gone. Everybody, see, we all witnessed it. And only because I did it in public, because I'm pretty sure that would be the reason. Anyway. Oh, the world, how do you really work? It's funny that when people accuse each other, you know? Because, I mean, they have no value system. What are their values founded upon? Ultimately, just emotion. There's no objective reasoning they have. Just no, period. You can keep thinking about that as much as you want. There's no way. There's just no way. Whether you base it on theism or whether you base it not on theism, there is just no objective foundation because you just cannot know. You cannot be sure. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything, but when you see someone doing something that you feel is certainly wrong, you know, like the R word and so forth, but those are preliminary takes. I mean, okay, in this case, probably not. Also, what am I saying? I mean, I have my own value system that I don't doubt. So, why do I have that? Because I'm trusting in my emotion, in my own personal emotional assessment of something right and wrong. And that's maybe the honesty that the people should have also, that they're ultimately making a judgment based upon their own fucking feelings and not based upon some reasoning that they downloaded or something. Because, I mean, if you, for example, say, well, mine is based upon Jesus, then the reason that you're believing in Jesus while many other people are not is, guess what, your emotion. It is subjective. And the scripture, which parts of it you interpret and which parts of it not, and which and how you interpret them, subjective. And what religion you adhere to, subjective. Depending on where you're born and so forth, is all subjective. So, right out the gate, do what you like, dance how you like. But you have to believe yourself. Believe yourself. Don't lie to yourself and think, oh, this I feel good about this. But first of all, maybe you feel good about this, but do you really believe that you feel good about this? No, then that's insufficient. Do you really believe it? Okay, then I hope your decision was fine, because shitty decisions will lead to shitty outcomes. Possibly not just for other people for a change, but like should happen to the one who does the deed. That's how it should always end, you know? You push someone's hand down the hot plate, well, it should always be your own hand that gets burnt then. That would be the just world that I want to live in, man. Somehow, magically. I'm thirsty. Too bad we can't stuff that thing back in there. Stupid. The microwave implementation is so very, very basic. Unnecessarily basic. But okay, what am I talking about necessities? I know the situation in Rocket works the same. Hey Google, turn on the fan. Okay, the chute, should I open it? In principle, yes. I just want everything that's in there, I want that to come out and go into the turned off generator. Now the generator needs to be turned on and off depending on a situation. That situation in turn is indoors. Can I measure the batteries? Are they logic connected? I think so. Let's let the chip state the average power of the batteries so that we can verify this. I realize this is actually due time. Okay then. Define hash, no, not hash, hash structure,
Waste tank caution.
battery. Then we deal with the batteries. In a similar way basically. SB battery on 1, we want to turn them on. Then I load batch into R0, was it ratio? Yeah, ratio average SDB setting R0, and I think I have that already somewhere. For the day counter, here we go. And I remove that here for now. So what ratio do we have? 20%, and it's falling obviously. And so I would just say if it falls down to 20%, charge up to 30%. That seems reasonable. So, what was again this the fuel generator? Generator, I don't remember. The solid generator builds the structures, solid fuel generator. Those were the days when the things with the ellipses could not be clicked on, right? Okay. Pause. I hope the music wasn't this shitty the whole time. Sometimes I just tune it out. That's fine. Anyway, so I'm loading the battery ratio and then we want to generate a logic value. The Jenny was actually not necessary up there. I could have done this right down here. Because I only need it once. So, S... No, actually I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I do, actually. Shit. Define Jenny hash. So, what's the goal? If the Jenny is greater than... If R0 is greater than 0.3, then I want to branch by 2 lines, I think. Let's see, so a branch relative if greater than R0 is the ratio of both batteries combined. If that is greater than 30%, we jump by 2 lines. What is that greater than or evil? Evil. Evil. Not that it really makes a difference since we're talking floating point numbers here, right? The difference is 1 nanosecond or whatever, or a game step, of course. So if it's greater than 30%, we skip this line. If it's not greater, then we turn this thing on. But is it really what I want to do? No, it's not what I want to do. If it is greater than 20%, if it's greater than 20%, then I do nothing. But if it's not greater than 20%, then I turn this thing on. Then I do another check. If it is less than or equal 30%, skip 2 lines. But if it is not less than that, then it's time to turn the Jenny off. And that's it. We should now get more. Aha, here we go. It will now fill up the batteries until we have reached 30%, and then it will turn off. And then it will fall down to 20%, and then it will turn the thing on again. So it will not turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off the whole time, but it has 2 barriers that affect the respective decision. And, aha, look, now we're falling, and we're falling to 29, and we keep falling, so I believe we have just completely tested the source code. Basically, kinda quasi. So now the energy problem has been solved. Of course, we need coal in there in this pipe, but that has also been ensured. Temperature is 18. That's fine. Automatic cooling system would be. Maybe I should finally make that cooling system automatic, huh? Okay. For that I need a pipe analyzer and a second vent and some... what kind of pipes do I have there? Normal pipes. I have 5 of those. Should be... No. I think I need more. And since that will be a flow thing basically, I think I will... Well, first make another active vent, and then I will make sure that I have more of these radiators. I need copper? I don't know what I just did, but it was wrong. Uh-oh. Oh shit, man, I think this flew in there. Oh. Damn! And nothing I can do about that. I mean, if I open that, all the gas is gone. Ah, that was unnecessary. I wonder how many pipes have actually been produced that flew in there. Yep, that goes in there, shit. Whatever. How are we doing? Do I have anything shown here? No. Maybe I actually wanna have a register that counts up the amount of cyclings that we have done. This would be 0 at the beginning, but I want to make sure that this is so. Now let's remove that again, because that is a permanent register. So what is a send cycle? That is whenever it chooses to open that? No, that's whenever I choose to close that, because I might be the one who actually manually opens this, and then that wouldn't register. I want the automatic closing to be that which counts. So I will add to this thing, and A1. Weird that there's no increment command. I mean, we have this Z variant of many branching thingies. Why don't we have an increment command? Anyway. Okay, send cycles is added to it, and the result's written here. And I also want to see that, so SDB setting send cycles, and that should be 0, of course. Did I already make the extra solar panel thing? Oh, no, it's not yet over there. Pretty sure I made one, or didn't I? I don't remember. Okay, I guess maybe I made it already and carried it over there, but didn't install it for whatever reason. Solar panel, no, I probably didn't do it yet. Because I was once again using the copper for whatever kind of experiment I was conducting. Yeah, once the coal is stacking up there, I will... I'm sure we have some coal that we can put in there. I will certainly put up some more lights, because then we can afford it, is the term. That's useful. Oh, copper. I mean, right? Why not? Pipes? Yeah, I have everything I need to get this show on the road, I guess. Except I need to go up on the roof. 1, 2, 3 more. Which is not enough. This will not cool much, or will it? Whatever, let's see. I can still expand it later. Not enough water. Interesting problem. So wait, is there a way to make volatiles? Yeah, of course, so I can make volatiles out of plants. Plants can, I think, they're overall net positive if you have a greenhouse and all of that. So if I can produce volatiles, then I still need oxygen. I'm talking about pissing here, which isn't a thing. But drinking is, and so I'm destroying water. I guess I will not get around building rockets at some point. Except if I want to strip mine the entire moon, which is not possible, because the computer would crash when I tried that. Because there's no such thing as the entire moon, it just keeps going. How full are we? Yeah. Really? Man. My kind of pipe. Or should I make some kind of museum of shame?
Thanks for writing in, Summit. FM and telling us how much they appreciate the music we play. But we need a little more than the love and the good words. We need some financial support. So please go to somefm.com/support and support Some FM. Get a t-shirt with a $50 donation or give us a couple dollars a month automatically. Thanks for keeping us on the air and commercial free.
Big Earl here on Groove Salad running the mix for you.
Waste tank caution. Jetpack critical.
Fuck. This is annoying. Game is not that easy when you have no jetpack available. So, what do we have? What angle do we have? Vertical 15, horizontal 270. $15, which is not what I want. Not an airlock yet.
Power low.
I forgot to put the water over there. Stupid! How do you get a Stationeer to close the fucking locker? Well, make the locker block the exit. They will think of it. Nah, this is a way to make a station. Actually, maybe that should actually pursue this in the future, to place them in an awkward place so that I will close them. This is not the dumbest idea I've had today. Let's see what the temperature is doing here in our little non-insulated tanks. 69 degrees, 135 degrees. So they are cooling down, but they're really taking their time.
Waste tank critical.
How fitting. Oh, that stupid canister is not yet closed. That was stupid. Now I'm carrying the content of this station out there into the vacuum and wasting it. 19 degrees, good amount of CO2, we're fine. We have nothing more to drink here. Except for these little reserves. Which is not nothing, but still. One radiator that is reserved for this dude. What's happening? Why is this? I think we had that one already. But no matter. So that's piped up, cabled up. I mean, the interface is really pretty much ingenious that they have here. There's some reason to complain, but there's also... Dude, you're stressing my plants with your logic. Definitely reason for applauding them, what they have achieved. So, battery level? 29. Why? How can this be? Okay, we still have some coal stacked up there, so we're not looking too bad, though you don't know. Is this one coal? Is this one coal? Is this 3 coal? See, that's one of the caveats of me not having done the thing that I want to do. I actually wanted to place an APC over there to charge the station battery up a little, but that would have an infinite flow speed, and that would then be 100,000 watts. And then the cable bursts, and I don't want that, so I would need a transformer for that, but that's overkill for the little task. It's a bit fucked up. Alternatively, I could of course carry a solid fuel generator over there, but that needs to be placed on a frame, and there's no more space, and I don't want to use more space. What now? Airlock still has power. Apparently we have discovered the secret of infinite power. If I would use a cable from here and pipe that into the station, I could possibly charge up the batteries and I would always forever be full. I'm considering this right now, you know. So, a transformer to which I then connect this. Where's this getting its power? Yeah, that's the problem. Then it would be going in circles, and I guess that would blow a cable. Because if you connect this with an APC in the middle, which means that we have a new power network, a cable will blow. But if you have 3-4 different cable networks in between, will that still do the same thing? I would assume so. Because someone needs to calculate all that and is then aware of what the fuck we're doing. But not in this situation. As long as the cable here isn't there, this is just our, you know, the station's... What's your power plant of my entire complex of buildings? This one thing here. That would be funny. I at least want to see what that's like. Let's do that. I want to see it. So we need a transformer to protect from overload. And I needed a medium transformer somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, I was thinking about putting one there, then I chose an APC instead. Oh, okay. I want to use thin cables, so I will need a small transformer. Guess what? I need fucking copper again. This nickel thing, I swear. Let's bring it back. So. I assume we didn't have a cycle yet, because those are really slow. Excuse me, but I ingest some liquids that are sparkly and transparent. Not a fan.
Jetpack critical.
Too bad we can't pick that up. We can only kick that around. So if I want to get that back to the surface, well, I get another mini game here. Oh, that was easier than I thought. If only the rovers would be so responsive to pushes, huh? Oh, isn't that the... Oh, the copper did not go in there. I feel blessed. Another reason for a wide field of view, better depth perception. But I think I have given sufficient reasons when I repeated 100 times that there is such a thing as an objectively correct field of view. And also such a thing as an objectively correct screen size. Both of which I have chosen, or at least approximated. One, two, three. Uh-huh. I know we still have iron, but I don't have it right here. Oh yeah, right, I want to do that, I remember. How? Why? Oh, maybe the trick is that this thing uses 10 watts, right? Is that the reason? Really? Apparently that's not the reason. What's going on? This goes here and feeds the station batteries, and that's a good thing. And it comes from here, from this localized cable network that goes nowhere but within itself. And here we have no cable, and so... But maybe there's still some remaining... I mean, this thing's after all broken, it's still outputting energy. So maybe there's still some logic in there that's saying, well, I'm this in this cable network. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. And that's maybe what's going on. But, okay. Now we should be... safe. Really? Could someone fucking explain this shit to me? I mean, I have... This is not the first time that I experienced this. I had two large transformers set to 50,000, and there was a station battery on the input side. On the output side, we also had station batteries, and so obviously that led to cable burnout. Right? Because both of these each consume 10 watts, and so the input side was pumping into these two with a capacity of 100,020 watts, and that's too much. So I reduced them a bit, but still too high. And here now we just observed the same phenomenon. Why is the math not working out here, man? I guess the answer is buggy. But they want to overhaul the power network stuffs anyway, so... So am I not charging the batteries, or what's happening? There's currently no power coming in. Why not? Oh. Observe. The airlock is without power. Finally. I mean, this could also be because it changed so much about the cable networks here, and not necessarily about the thing finally being empty or something, but any which way, I guess reality has caught up with us. Fucking moth here. Small one. Shit. And that's that. Doesn't matter. Or does it? I'm not sure. Excuse me? Also, right, of course. Yeah, okay. Everything's fine here, and then I can clean this up again. So at least this experiment taught us the truth about the situation, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah, this still needs to be done. Should we solve this now then? Before the sun comes back and complains about this room not being ready for it and shit. This one pumps out of the room. This one pumps into the room. And this is the analyzer. Define vent. Structure active vent. Define analyzer. Structure pipe. Pipe analyzer. Yeah. We feel. How much space do we still have down here? Oh, that's quite enough. Ah, damn. So we need 2 vents, we need the pipe analyzer, and yeah, that's all we need. Oh, there's a fucking moth again. Fuck off! Shit. Piece of dog shit. Will you fucking die in a fire slowly, screamingly, in agony to satisfy my need for revenge, which I do have? Just saying. God damn it. Well, it's emotion. It doesn't lie. Someone made it, you know. Emotion is formed by situation. Situation is formed by will. If will is not forming the situation well, the resulting emotion formed by the situation formed by will not be wise for those who have formed the situation and thus the will. Eventually. But okay, we're gonna get to that. So here we have the plant counter. But first I want to deal with the pipe analyzer. No, oh right, I need a sensor still. Yeah, of course. Need to know how warm it is in here.
Hydration critical.
They just left that place, man. I need more water. Gas sensor. Can't believe I can print this without having to run and get some resources. Which reminds me, I need 2 sensors. One for the daylight sensor of the new station thing. I love this game. Oh. Could I have placed it any more awkwardly? Crappity crappin' crap. Well, then I have to redesign a bit. Oh, I need a gas sensor in here too. Oh, then I have to print another sensor, and for that I need more resources. Ah. At least today we're a bit more lucky with the music. No glass.
Hunger critical.
I don't have a hanger. How can it be critical? Gold. Huh. The solar panels are still pointing in that direction. I mean, during the day, their programming worked. They were pointed at the sun, they were moving with the sun. Which means that once the morning dawns, they should go like over yonder. If they don't, then I don't understand. Censorship, where shall it be installed? Well, not over here. This is where the greatest temperature turbulence is. I need some balanced opinion. This seems good. I love this new right-click thing, which we now have, thanks to me. In case you didn't notice. I wonder how long I'm gonna ride that boat. Of course it is not confirmed, but the likelihood is 95% at least. I will maybe install more sensors, so let's be wise about this. Define sense gas indoor hash. Now let's feast first. Man, this is not a good situation to be in. Oh, right. Ah, so that was something in there still. No need to panic just yet. Why do they still have this tenth of a percent in there? It's completely useless. No one can ever read this.
Hunger caution.
I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of screen setup you have with 500 frames, you cannot fucking read that. Alrighty, so first thing we want to know, load batch named into R0 from the sense gas indoor. Did I name that guy correctly? Sense gas, structure gas sensor, sense gas indoor, cooling sense. I think so. What I want is the temperature, and I will just say sum. Then subtract from R0 into R0, 273.15. Now we have Celsius. If it is too hot, branch if greater than 23. If we have more than 23 degrees Celsius in here, or let's say 25, because it's gonna cool a bit more than it should, so we will reach 23 anyway. Once that is the case, I want to branch to room too hot. And when the room is not too hot, once this block is done, we need to jump to cooling done, else the wrong block will be executed. Now, before I do anything else, let's see if this is still okay. Nothing's burning. Nice. Alrighty. So, if the room is cool enough, then we want to find out what the pressure is in the pipe. Since that's a value we're also gonna need down here, I will just read that preliminarily before I do anything else. And that would be the pipe analyzer, and I realize the pipe analyzer, which has a name, hasn't yet been put with a name into the source code. So, we need this thing to be on first of all and foremost. So SBN lock 1, so I can't accidentally turn it off or turn it off at the wrong time. SBN flip on 1. So this thing will be consuming electricity the whole time, but the code should see us through that. Then we read the temperature. Oh right, I need to load the pressure. Load batch named into R1 from this dude. The pressure. Okay. Now I want to write into R0. If R0 is greater than 0, not R0, if R1 is greater than 0, then that is a 1. And that will be here. Then I will tell the vents some things, and they like to listen because they are like children who love to hear stories. Right, batch named vent out on 0, because that thing is no longer needed. The other vent, the vent in, shall keep pumping as long as there's pressure on the pipe. But it needs to be set to the right direction. This, though, I think can better be done up here. What is the mode? Mode vent in must pump into the room, that's mode 0. The harmless mode. The dangerous one is that one that sucks from the room, sucks out. Mode 1. Okay. So when the room is cool enough, right, if greater than 0, R1, which is the pressure of the pipe, if there's the pressure in there, then we have a 1 in here, and so the vent that evacuates the pipe will be on. Now, if the room is too hot, things get a bit more complicated. Let's see. If the pressure in the pipe is less than, right, LT into which register? R0 was for the temperature of the room, which I no longer need because it was the binary decision which has already been consumed. So if R0, I want to write into R0, if R1, which is the pressure, if that is less than 5000, then we have a 1 here. And if that is so, then I want to still suck out of the room. And I want to pump back into the room only once you have reached a certain maximum pressure. So, right, if greater than, once we have greater than 2 megapascals, we can say suck into the room. And that should be the cooling solution. Hypothetically. It's not doing much, but maybe we can do something about that. once we're reaching 25 degrees. What should happen is this vent, let's see, can I turn this? No, it's being logic controlled. Very good, very good. Where's the other one? Oh, down here, right. Also logic controlled. This guy is on, so it's also logic controlled. Yeah, and whether the gas sensor is logic controlled, we will know once the room has reached a certain temperature, which will take a while. Not sure if I want to wait for that. Could, of course, lower the threshold temperature. Well, just wait. I mean, how long will it take? What should happen is, the first thing that happens is that this dude turns on to fill the pipe. Once the pipe has enough pressure, this dude will also turn on. And in case this dude cannot empty the pipe fast enough, this one will turn off once we've reached 5 megapascals. Anyway, once the room is no longer too hot, this one will turn off and this one will stay on until the pipe is empty. Hypothetically. 24 degrees. Any moment now. Moment of truth. Huh. Ah, yes. Looking good. Is the room getting colder? It's getting colder. Problem solved. We have a cooling solution. Yeah, I get paid to do this shit. Not in assembly though, but okay. Well. What's the situation here? This one has already been filled up. I'm not sure where I was. Anyway, the cooling solution has finally been established. And this belongs in there. Okay, over there we need a glass sheet to close that up. We have the sensor, we need a disc. So we have the airlock. And then of course we need power, which so far we don't quite have. I mean, once the sun's back up... Oh right, I need a chip, I need to program stuff over there. Let's start with the simple thing, disc. Okay, music is no longer fun. Let's change it. There's a disc, okay. What's the time? Oh, already 11 PM again. It's 23 o'clock. You know, that's the proper way to say it. 23. Why would you separate the day into halves? What's that good for? And actually, I'm thinking about using a new timekeeping system. I mean, you know, it's a long-term thing. We have to think in thousands and billions of years ultimately, and have to consider what the best path is. And I think maybe it would make sense to look at it a bit more mathematically. For example, unitless, you know, how late is it? Well, it's 0.7356 of the day, you know. And then we get used to only talking about the second or third digit, depending on the situation. And we call that then the minute or whatever, or what term we will use, and yeah. That would be more pure. On the other hand, I understand why we have this 60 and 12 system there, because it has so many devices, or what the term is. You have so many, well, okay, I don't know the English word. Have we had a cycling? Yeah, we had a cycling. Baby, this works also. What a gay. I mean, what a day. Okay. Yeah, this one was emptied out, and this one is overflowing with joy. Possibly a Kamala voter, huh? Oh, everything is so joyful. Dude, you're a fucking politician. Reality has to be dealt with on its own terms, instead of laughing like a fucking horse into everybody's face while you're thinking about things. And you have Kamala Harris has 10 times as much time as any other politician when they're answering questions to think of the right answer, and yet her answers are still the dumbest. I mean, what the fuck? Why would anyone vote for her? Shit. Yeah, I need to make the chip housing. Solder. It's probably in here somewhere, huh? And anyone who thinks that California is not completely fucked up, and guess who the fuck fucked it up? I mean, also, Kamala Harris indeed standing there on the stage is saying, on day one I will do this and this. Everybody who falls for that should basically be imprisoned for their level of stupidity. Really, day one of what? Of her having been second, supposedly, in office for the last 3 years? And now basically being the one in charge because the complete vegetable is not doing anything anymore. I mean, seriously? I mean, the president, the most powerful man in the world, hypothetically, no one ever hears of him anymore. That's normal? God damn it, people wake up. This is the apocalypse. I'm not shitting you. You're all so blind. God damn it. Planet of the blind. That would not be so bad if you people wouldn't at the same time also have all the say of what happens and what doesn't. That's really a problem, man. Do we not have any gold? We have gold, yeah, but not enough. Well, then let's get some gold. I mean, I've talked about the apocalypse in abstract terms for quite a while. Things will get pretty concrete. I cannot say when, though. It's impossible to estimate. So, let's see. I do have some gold here, yep. A good thing, apocalypse means revelation and not end of the world. It's Greek. I have no juice. No. Gaza Strip, out of juice error. This is not a political statement, this is a joke. Nothing more but a joke. Well, believe me then. No, I believe this word of yours that I interpreted, not the other. Why, though? I mean, what's the algorithm there? Hatred? Yeah, yours, right? Nah. Okay. Enough said. Probably not enough yet. 2. Need 2 more. I need 2 more. And then we need a computer, for which I guess we will also need once again gold. Of course I could use a laptop, I mean there's not so much space over there, but like I said, I love computers and I want one over there. It's wonderful what we have achieved, I mean really, respect mankind. I mean, imagine these millions of operations that this thing does per second, and it does that for 5 years straight without turning it off. I mean, that's the kind of power you can expect. Of course, I turn mine off. I'm just talking in ranges, scales. And it does that without error, at least without. I mean, it's not saying 1 and 1 is 3 all of a sudden, you know? That's space fucking alien tech. Heads off, man. Great achievement. And AI, I mean, Microsoft Copilot, when I first used it, I was like, yeah, whatever. And now I use it at least once a day. It's just great. And of course, sometimes I have to convince it that certain things are wrong, and then it's like, oh, apologies, yes, in fact, blah, 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 and then comes up with the right search results or whatever. But it's still, I mean, a search engine that you can talk to, and it's much more than that also. Hats off. Great, great. Greaty, greaty, greaty.
Hydration critical.
Uh-huh. Perfect. Oh, I forgot the motherboard. Man, this station will need a cooling system. Fuck my life. Huh. I can't just go over there and copy the source code though. Where will I put this? This is not wise. This should work. Well, the reason the world is so fucked up is like, indeed, there is no truth that mankind has in regards to right and wrong, good and evil. I mean, everything is relative. I mean, to some degree, we have kind of agreed on rape is wrong and that kind of stuff, but and torturing people for no reason and so forth and so on. But I mean, in many regards, or let's say this,
Hunger caution.
not only is that value system depending on what crevices, what fringe thing we're talking about, really subjective and not really determined objectively or with certainty yet, in quotation marks, yet in question marks. But also, we're being lied to, because that allows you to be controlled, you sheeple. And no, the news are not lying to you. They are relaying the truth to you. Yeah, sure. Dude, they're not. Little bit of truth here, lots of lie over there. And that lie is not necessarily a lie. It's maybe of omission, of selective, sensational, blah, blah, blah. And indeed, yes, also fucking lying to you. Don't believe anything. That's what I do. Just don't believe anything. Okay, the computer here. That doesn't work, I see, okay. We need to connect that. And these guys I could then connect to the cable network here. Oh, that's good. Fat beat and then this melody. I mean, I don't dislike it too much, but I was hoping for something else.
Jetpack critical.
Now they're hypothetically logic controllable. But I don't want to go into the programming of this now. Nice boxy box thing. And there's even an arc furnace.
It's hard to verbalize.
Need to drink again, need to get some water. The sun will come up very soon. And the fucking solar panels, they haven't turned around, and I don't understand that. I mean, what's the behavior here? I don't get it. They were following the sun to the very end. Yet then this means they should do that in the morning also. I mean, what part of that is wrong? 1% really. % CO2. We're doing well when it comes to CO2 supply. It's steadily, slowly increasing. Good. I want to have some more reserves here. Where is the power control thing? Here, so let's go to 40 and 50%. Thank you. Is it going up? It is going up. Is it going up still? It is going up still. Nice. Which reminds me, I wanted to actually build a box around the solid fuel generator to gather all those gases. At least I should begin with that, to have a reminder. Really? No thanks. Been there, done that. One, two, three, four. I actually wanted only 3. Okay. Still looking good. And that's the cooling system kicking in, I guess.
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
Anything unfulfilled for now? This is working.
Power low.
This is working marvelously well. This is also doing exactly what it's supposed to. Could even flip this lever now to get all this stuff out. That I still need to think about how to deal with that better. While we're here, fetch some iron. We have a cooling system. We have infinite electricity supply, hypothetically. Which means that we could soon, once I have a larger stack of coal here and know that I can risk it, yeah, turn up the lighting, you know? Currently, I might then realize, oops, my coal is melting away, and I might realize that too late. But once I have enough coal, I can afford that kind of misjudgment. I mean, there's still quite a few things to do, I guess, but for now, I don't see what it would be. Oh, I still have one glass sheet. That's hilarious. Ha ha ha. Oh, have I not made these vents yet? I have not. I was so sure, but I was also so wrong. Okay, active vent and a passive vent here. Iron, gold, copper. Once again, no copper, it's hilarious. In time, this too will have become a flow. Pipes I have, now I need a passive vent. Theoretically insulated, but you know, fuck it. Cows are evil. Cool door. I mean, this door is lit. And there's not even power that makes it lit. That's questionable, isn't it? I mean, basically, if you need to light your base without any power whatsoever, why am I mistaken? I'm not, right? Without any power whatsoever, just put some of these doors in there. Basically, a wall made of these doors. What if it's closed, though? Same deal, so you can make a wall out of these and then you will have a lit wall and you don't need any power for that. Okay, so we want to pump into the station. Is there a cable there? I think not. And one for the outside. sun is coming back. I love this game. Oh, that's not the best way to implement that. Yeah, and I wish I could just right-click on the thing here. Why can't I right-click on the crowbar so that it goes straight into the inventory as if I had held it in my hand? I mean, is that a stupid proposal or it's not, right? That should be normal. And this, I cannot pick up the disc because it's next to a cable. Can we fix that shit, please? The interface is one of the main reasons that people complain about Stationeers. And there are so many things that could easily be fixed, or when I say easily, I'm not talking about how much time it would take to program, because I don't know that in these particular cases. But easily as in, it's clear what would have to be fixed, what would have to be changed. That's what I mean by easily. It's not like, how can we make this happen? I'm not sure, it's unclear. No, it's pretty much clear in many cases, and but it's not happening. And that is what I object to. Yep, I hereby object. Shouldn't there is a disc, yep. Hey, what's happening? Why is the battery full? Oh, because we're getting light from the sun. So now I know how I get the electricity here. I just wait until it comes to me. But what is with this? Are my solar panels now turning around? I think not, huh? They're still facing the wrong direction. Why? Let's see, we have a vertical angle of 84. And they are showing 84 plus whatever. Oh, I cannot see the angle here, shit. Yeah, we no longer need to see the station battery value. I would rather want to see... plant counter? No. Just give me the solar panel angle. Which angle are they getting? $173, and that is decreasing. I think I have an answer. Instead of adding 90, I will subtract 270. That might be the answer. Because I guess later in the day it would have worked, but only once the overflow through 360 happens or something. Power coming in. Where was that? Here. 700 watts. Why only 700 watts? Oh, because there's kind of like a silo here? Shit. Okay, whatever. Nice station, we have achieved a lot, we have a nice balance now of things. But there's still much to do. Water, for example. And I mean, look at this crap. This is functional, yes, but functional wasn't the deal, man. Function, from the get-go, I wanted to make a station that is not crappy. You know, I wanted to make a greenhouse that is really just a greenhouse. I wanted to make a manufacturing room, and all of that still needs to happen. But this is still the beginning. Yeah, okay, let's say we have an airlock. Let's turn that thing on. That is for exterior indeed. Well chosen. Composite door exterior. No, that's interior. Glass door. Composite door, gas sensor. Thank you and good night. Now we need some pressure in here. I need to be careful though, because tossing a whole stack of this oxide stuff might be too much already. I have no clue. Will get super hot in here though. And I mean hot and hot and hot and hot and hotter until the cables will indeed start burning and the battery explodes and all of that, because, you know, that's what heat does. It does stuff. So this needs a cooling system also. But it's late, I will stop for now. Achieved a lot and yeah. Let's be it for today.
Hydration critical.
Shut up, I'm saying goodbye here. Goodbye.